Coaster Studio is about to get even bigger. We're launching a whole bunch of more brand new content for you guys, including exclusive videos, a brand new podcast, more ways to interact with us, and it is all part of the brand new Coaster Studios Patreon.
Please note that this is not going to change anything about the current YouTube channel. It's not going to take away any content that you already are used to getting, so you are not forced to join at all.
But this is really going to appeal to people who consider themselves big fans of the channel or just looking for ways to help out. This is going to be a great avenue for even more roller coaster and theme park content.
As the channel has grown over the years, the goal has always been trying to give you as much content as possible from as many places as possible. And as you might have guessed, that takes a lot of time and effort.
And I know a lot of people just see us as people that just go off and play at theme parks all day, which I mean, granted, we have our time to where we take it easy and enjoy some rides, but for the most part, we spend most of our time working. I mean, if you've ever been to a park where you run into us, chances are we have a camera in hand, we're busy filming the entire time, and then as soon as the day ends, we're going back to our computers and editing.
Like literally as soon as this video comes out, we'll be on our way to Australia to cover a bunch of parks that don't usually get a ton of coverage. We also did a lot of that this past year with Coaster through Europe. Like, obviously the videos are super duper fun and we had a great time, but what you don't see on camera is that most of the time we're just standing around filming. Like, it's inherently a fun place to be, so it doesn't seem like we're working, but it is. If you were to pick us up and put us in any other environment, you're like, oh wow, they're really working hard.
Patreon is a great way to support us as content creators. Like, we're just two people who are making this whole thing happen. I mean, it's not the same as like a big corporation where you have like a boss and like a paycheck that comes in like every single week. Like, if you join, you're just helping out Taylor and Sarah.
But in setting this up, we didn't want it to feel like a donation, which is why we came up with a whole bunch of awesome benefits that you'll get by joining Patreon.
One of the biggest complaints with coasting through Europe, as well as some of the other big trips we've done, is that the videos come out way after we visit the parks. I mean, you guys just saw the final one from Kolmarden, which was filmed in October. So one of the solutions we thought of is to film some bonus content that will come out immediately after we visit. And so if you're one of those people that wants some more immediacy, this is gonna be right up your alley.
So whenever we experience a new ride, we'll be filming kind of like a short video like we did with Tag after we rode that will come out like a day or two after we ride something new or experience something really awesome and exciting, instead of just having to wait for the vlog, which they are beasts to edit, and you usually have to wait a long time for it.
And this is just one of the benefits. We have a whole bunch of other options for you depending on which level you want to join it. So this could include seeing some new videos a day or two early, a brand new podcast featuring us, as well as some additional guests or friends that we bring in along the way. Exclusive access to a brand new Coaster Studios private Instagram. You could also see your name literally at the end of every single video. And at the highest level, we also make an option where you can get a monthly video chat with the two of us before or after our monthly live streams.
But no matter what level you end up going for, just know all you're doing is helping the channel grow.
Absolutely. So head over to patreon.com/coasterstudios and take a look at our landing page. There you can see a full breakdown of the individual levels, and we also have a separate video on there of us explaining everything in more detail.
Above everything else, our goal with Patreon is to make interactions feel more personal, because with the amount of subscribers that the channel has and the reviews that it gets, it's really easy for comments to get kind of lost in the mix.
Yeah.
And since this is not going to be something that everyone is inherently interested in, it'll make for a more intimate experience of getting to know you guys and for you to get to know us.
And we're still new to this, so we're very open to feedback. We want to make sure that as our patrons, you feel like you're getting appropriate benefits per your dollar spent.
And as of filming this, we already have our first bonus video out, which was our last ride on Splash Mountain.
Shed a tear.
And there's going to be a whole lot more of those, especially in Australia.
Oh yeah, we have a bunch of fun ideas planned, so it's gonna be a good time.
But bottom line, if you're a big fan of the channel, this is a fantastic way to support the people who've been watching all these years. I know that there's this mindset that people think that we're just like filthy rich or living off of someone else's money, but we're really just two people living on a pretty average salary that put all the money that comes into the channel right back into going on more trips. So this is a fantastic way to make sure that everything keeps going. Daily content the way it has been.
Yeah, and you can know with 100% certainty that every dollar that goes into this Patreon is going to actually benefit the channel.
And if you're not in a financial position to join, do not worry about it. This is not going to negatively affect your current content on the channel at all. In fact, quite the opposite. We're hoping that this actually boosts the level of content that we have here.
So go to patreon.com/coasterstudios, take a look at the membership levels, and decide which level is right for you. As always, we appreciate your support, and thank you for watching.